The first atomic bomb was dropped on Hiroshima.
Oh, the humanity!
The fires of frustration and discord are burning in every
Let us
city.
not forget for a moment the toils and efforts that lie ahead.
They say that those who forget their history are condemned to repeat it. This is the History Lessons Podcast with certified financial planning practitioner Patrick Huey, author of History Lessons for the Modern Investor, and your guide to financial wisdom in the past, present, and future. You ready? Good. Let's get historical.
Hey, I'm Patrick Huey, author of History Lessons for the Modern Investor. This is how history can help inform your investments, retirement, and tax planning for the week of October 13th, 2025. Today, we're focusing on when language learned to mind its words. Because on October 14th, 1755, Johnson's Dictionary was published. Yeah, on that day, Samuel Johnson, a literary lion of his age, published a dictionary of the English language in London. It was, by any measure, an audacious task. Nearly a decade of solitary labor, thousands of definitions, and his own towering ambition to fix the ever-changing English tongue. Johnson's dictionary didn't just list words. It captured the flavor, the wit, and the variety of the language as it was actually used, drawing from Shakespeare, one of my favorites, Milton, and common speech alike. In an age without computers or even electric lights, Johnson's effort was Herculean and also deeply personal. He wrote most of the definitions himself, and he infused many with wry humor or pointed opinion. The result? For the first time, English speakers shared a common reference, a baseline for communication, contracts, literature, and the law. And while his goal of fixing English forever was doomed, the language keeps growing, shifting, and importing new ideas even today, Johnson's work endures as a testament to the power of clarity, the inevitability of change, and the importance of standards in an uncertain world. Here then are my 4 lessons for modern investors from Johnson's dictionary. First of all, create clarity to counter complexity. Johnson's genius wasn't just in collecting words, but making them understandable. In investing, as in writing, foggy jargon, over-engineered products, or unclear strategies can often derail performance. So clarity about your goals, your process, and your risks remains the best foundation for decision making. If you can't define your own approach in plain language, you might want to revisit that blueprint. Second, let's embrace but don't fear change. Johnson believed he could fix language to nail it down, permanent and perfect. But history, as it often does, had other ideas. English evolved faster than any scholar, picking up meaning, slang, and nuance from every corner of the globe. Likewise, no investment plan is ever set in stone. The environment evolves, opportunities morph, and yesterday's rules may not apply tomorrow. So have standards, but adapt them as the world moves on. Third, beware of the illusion of mastery. This is a big one, because for investors, like lexicographers, the further you go, the more you see what's left unknown. Johnson, for all his learning, included mistakes, biases, and blind spots, some of which are now charming in retrospect, and some of which are just plain misleading. In markets, confidence can breed overreach, so build humility into your process. Stress test your assumptions. Welcome outside input, and remember, nobody has the last word. Finally, let's talk about the power of a common framework. Johnson's dictionary became the standard because it let people talk, trade, and write using the same reference point. In investing, shared standards matter too, using benchmarks, for instance, and having clear investment policy statements, and then regularly reviewing what success means in your terms, in your dictionary. It's consistency of process, more than cleverness, that lays the groundwork for sustainable results. One final thought about Johnson's dictionary. It didn't stop the tide of change, but it did let generations navigate the shifting waters with a little guidance, a little bit of wit, and just a little bit more confidence. 3 things I think we could all use in this day and age. In portfolios, as in language, seek clarity and standards, but leave a little room for surprise. When confusion sets in, take time to define your terms and your terms of engagement before diving back in to the noise.